Look, nothing comes free in this world, so special thanks goes out to our patrons. Join their ranks and show your support for independent content at patreon.com/retrofuntime.
I just can't seem to grow up.
Zach,
Roberto?
I gotta ask you.
No.
Okay. Are you ready to shred some major grinds?
Yeah, because I'm a total, skateboarder.
All right, let me quickly explain OlliOlli, because first off, it's a weird skateboarding game.
Okay.
The real weird mechanic of OlliOlli is very simple. It's 2D skateboarder, and first off, that's already strange enough as it is. We'll probably pass the control around for this one.
Okay.
But here's the quick mechanics of it. So once you're able to kind of skate, you hit A to kind of push, and you actually just use up and down and left and right to think. The trickiest part is how you actually land a trick. You have to hit A just as you're approaching the ground.
Okay.
So it's like, you can if you can do as many tricks as you'd like. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff, but if you do not hit A right as you land,
that happens.
Yeah, that happens, and you get a sloppy that and it gets more points. Give it a shot though.
Okay.
Just to kind of that. And there's tutorial missions we'll go to. Especially for this, because it's such a weird thing. The problem I have with this game right now is I keep lapsing into Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Well, that's ridiculous.
But that's like oh
no!
Oh, Java decides to update. I'm gonna have to keep this in.
What's cracking me up is the moment you land incorrectly,
and you can push. And by the way, you can get more speed by pushing A like twice. That's full speed already. So
okay.
And if you're there on the rails, you can hit down to grind and up, and there's a whole slew of tricks. They actually have a Trickopedia, as they call it. It's just the hardest part is landing the damn things. Like, back up and go to the tutorials so you can kind of maybe understand the stuff. It's that damn fucking landing. It's like, it's so weird because the problem is my brain. I'm not even trying. My brain keeps lapsing into Tony Hawk Pro Skater because that game is so like wired in my brain to be skateboarding that I can't think of anything else.
Sketchy.
Yeah. You have different.
Definitely it. Sketchy.
Yeah. So all right, explain to me this ice cream sandwich thing you were telling me earlier about.
Oh, that whole thing about.
Yes.
Yeah. For those of you who want to catch up on your internet ease, the other social issue of the hour is ice cream sandwiches that aren't melting. And so people are convinced, it's these terrible chemicals, it's horrible ice cream. No, it's science, boys and girls.
Why would you think terrible?
This is the way the world works. I'm not sure if you understand this. But if something doesn't people are like the whole a Big Mac doesn't mold. Well, it goes stale. But that uses a ton of preservatives. Most ice creams, if you look on their list of ingredients, you will find something like, I don't know, guar gum, calcium sulfate, cellulose gum. They're actually mint there, so they don't have to use as much premium content like cream, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And it stays consistent. But people are they see, well, it didn't melt, so there must be something bad in it. No, it just has the exact same chemicals you'll find in other things, just in different proportions.
Right. Damn it. This is I still don't know how I feel about this game, but that's so weird that people are up in arms about that.
Well, that's the world we live in.
Well, I mean, because why would you? I get the fear of my ice cream doesn't melt, something is wrong because it's ice and ice should melt in things. But when they say it doesn't melt, it doesn't melt, period, or it doesn't.
It does melt
because it does melt. It's not like it.
But it doesn't evaporate into Haagen-Dazs is simply the bare basic.
Oh yeah.
Cream and sugar and it's. But if you do it with Ben and Jerry's, it's gonna melt, but it's not gonna melt. Evaporate. To its basic ingredients. There's gonna be some funkiness going on because there's preservatives. There's
for sure.
There's it's a little more.
But But I still don't understand the why that would be even a why would that be a thing that you're gonna burn time
Because people
on?
need things to worry about, Roberto. It's like the other big article I was reading today is that a person it was a mother let their child go to the park by themselves, even though they had a cell phone,
Right.
and they're looking at prison time now.
Really?
Yeah. Roberto, when you were a kid, did you go to the park?
I did, but you know.
Did you ride your bike by yourself, or did you always have a parent right with you?
I mean, I rode a bike every so often.
Did you ever go out and see your friends without your parents being right there?
Do you want me to tell you my best bike story?
Is it as good as OlliOlli?
It might be. It's when I chipped my front tooth.
Let's do it.
So, around my neighborhood in Michigan, the local pool was nearby. This is why I lived back in Flint. I forgot what the pool was even called. It was like some, not a country club per se, but it was like, there's tennis courts and things like that. And so my friends and I were riding our bikes to there, and we had towels in hand and everything else, right? So it's little. I don't even remember how old I was. I guess I had to be in elementary school because I didn't go to Grand Blanc until middle school.
Okay.
That's the only. It has to be elementary school. And so we're biking there, and there's like a kind of this weird path to get to the pool. We'd been there many times. So we're biking, and I had my towel draped over my,
I know where this is going.
Yeah, exactly.
And for those of you in the listenership,
It's kinda like
have
what
not
that
figured it
happened
out
there.
yet. Go get a bike and a towel, and I want you to try it for yourself.
Yeah. So essentially, what happens is the towel drapes over into the front wheel, and I just go boom, like right into the pavement, like not even missing a beat. And I am like bloodied as hell. Like I am injured. My friends are freaking the fuck out. And like this is before the days of cell phones, mind you. This is before the days of any kind of phone. So I have to literally bike back home. Like that, I think I take it back. I didn't bike back home. We actually bumped into, on the way as we're walking back, we bumped into a mutual friend of ours, or a parent or something, and they gave me a ride back to my house. But I go there, right, and my tooth is chipped. I can feel it like broken. I'm like, oh my god, it's chipped. It's broken. I can't. Yeah. I get home. My dad. I think I call my dad because I don't think he was there. I don't know if he was there or not. He might have been sort of in between. I get a hold of my dad, and he is freaking out. Like, he is scared. He's not scared that he's happy I'm not injured. He's actually scared. He's told me this years later. He was frightened that I couldn't get it fixed. Because, like, when you're a parent, even though my dad's a doctor and things like that,
yeah,
he doesn't know dentistry and things like that.
That's not his profession.
Right. He was freaked out. And I got him getting fixed. It is probably the only time I've ever biked to that pool. I don't think I ever biked again out of fear. I sure as hell did not ever have a towel with me on a bike. Because that was the freakiest moment in my entire life, involving a bike and a towel and a pool. I think it took me a while to get back to biking for sure. Oh, goddamn. You started that. All right, what were we talking about?
How bikes, ice cream, and OlliOlli all belong together.
Yes, exactly. So I think I may have a problem. I don't know how I feel about this trend, but I may have a problem involving it. Have you noticed a resurgence in people making cassette tapes?
Not really. I've noticed a resurgence in mixtapes as a whole.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I recently purchased from one of my favorite hip-hop guys, K Murdoch, and he put on sale a actual cassette tape of his music. And that's not the first time that's happened. I've already bought 2 cassette tapes of music that I'll never, ever listen to in cassette form. I don't know how I feel about it, though. Like, as a collectible, I'm cool with it. But, god damn, you're just taking a break there.
I'm just going to take a nap. We're cool. Don't worry about me.
But yeah, so I bought 2 of them so far. I mean, they're collectibles. I think, and I'll probably get them signed when they, come back to Austin here. But I don't know how I feel about it. Because on one hand, I am never ever going to hear the music on that physical form. Like I'm never going to go find a cassette player to play that music.
Why not? Because you're lazy?
No, because I don't know where the fuck to find a cassette player anymore.
There's the website that just started up. It's called Amazon.
Oh, really?
They have.
Do they have cassette players on Amazon? Do they keep that in stock somewhere?
Yes.
Maybe that's the business we should start up, Zach. Is
vintage audio equipment.
Not vintage audio equipment. Like you know how they have like new record players and new vinyl pressing things. We should make a company that like makes high quality, brand new cassette tape players and 8-track players. They're like brand new. They have all the latest gizmos, you know, AirPlay compatible and shit like that. But they play cassette tapes.
Yeah, do you happen to have one of those AirPlay compatible gramophones? I use old Edison wax spindles. I really want to hear. I mean, you got back in 1908, these were the jam.
Oh God.
Okay, I think I'm done. Wait, we have 4 out of 5 stars, and it won't let us pass.
Well, because we're awesome. We got to do a kick flip and frontside shove it's and
Get sloppy. Oh God! Don't die. Actually, there was a skate game called Skate or Die.
yes,
Which was very similar. Like, if you didn't land, if you didn't hit the right button at the right time, it was like, nope, game over. Dude. Try again.
What is your all-time favorite skate game? That's actually a good question.
Oh man, it's gonna sound so played out, but I gotta go with the Tony Hawk series.
For me, it definitely is Tony Hawk. But which one? That's the question. Which one
Probably
is your
Tony
favorite?
Hawk Pro Skater 2.
I'm about to say exact same thing. 2 had like some of my all-time favorite levels.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The school I think was on that one if I'm mistaken, or School 2 was I think, and that's the best school version. And just the way it hit everything, it is an insanely great level. I mean, it's a great game. But what I loved about Tony Hawk Pro Skaters, specifically 2, I thought 2 had a phenomenal soundtrack.
Oh yeah, and that's the whole thing. That's something that's kind of mostly forgotten about in the game industry. No, don't get me wrong. There are some games that like, hey, here's the soundtrack. And you buy the game, get a copy of the soundtrack too. I would recommend jumping off that first one.
I don't know. I mean, no. I kind of like this. I kind of like this.
Jump?
No.
Nope.
I like
Okay.
trying to hit the stairs and see if I survive.
You're not going to. There you go.
There we go.
That's something that back in the days of the PS1, PS2, they were all about making sure you had a decent soundtrack. And if they didn't have a good soundtrack, they're like, hey, this game allows you to pop out the disc and put in your own CD, listen to your own jams when you're playing. For those of you older kids, yes, you can actually pop out the disc and play your own CD as the background music for the game.
Yeah, one of the games I ended up I did that so much on because I never really owned the game.
Yeah.
Was what was that? What was that? Was it Redneck Rampage?
Oh yeah.
The redneck first person shooter with Mojo Nixon on the soundtrack. On the official soundtrack, mind you. Because what else are you gonna, shoot aliens to Mojo Nixon? Because that's what you do when you played video games in the 90s. But yeah, definitely Tony Hawk Pro Skater was probably one of the soundtracks that really got me into stuff. Because at the time when it was happening, like I was just getting into punk music, and like the first one had like Dead Kennedys on there, Goldfinger. The second one,
I still listen to Goldfinger.
Oh, I do too. Well, the second one introduced me to my all-time favorite punk band at the time. It's still mine now, Millencolin. So, it was definitely a.
Oh, come on!
No, that didn't count. That's bullshit. That's the only thing I don't like about this game is that you just kind of like you once you bail like that's it. I will say the reload of this is really cool. What's interesting is if you know you're going to screw up, you need to restart. Just hit back button; it'll reset.
Really?
Yeah. Try it. There you go.
Nice.
So it's really cool, at least in that regard, in terms of getting stuff. I like this, and to be honest, this began as a Vita game. So this was a Vita kind of game, and I could definitely see, even though we're playing a Steam version here on the PC and such.
This is definitely
this would be so perfect for like a Vita.
Oh yeah.
Like this is such a kind of game that I could see me just You know, like if it was on the 3DS, I'd love it because I have a 3DS, not a Vita. But this would be that kind of game I just would play. I could play for hours, waiting around, just quickly doing tricks. Like it's meant for portable. I would love to see an iPad version too, or an iPhone. But they'll probably hit Android first.
Oh,
well, at least you landed the trick. Oh, except for the slop.
No!
that was a wipeout right there.
Hey, new best score though. Check that out.
Nicely done. God damn it! Oh man, let's see how far.
Good distance though.
That was pretty good.
Boom.
Boom. I
Bring
landed
it.
Bring it. That was your trick. 190. But I could definitely see myself playing this game over and over again. For sure, I think, though, if I were to give a take on the game, if you have a Vita, grab it in the Vita. What was that documentary? Not the documentary movie, but like the fake documentary movie.
Gleaming the Cube. No.
I have never seen Gleaming the Cube.
You've never seen that?
Explain that movie to me. You know what? Take some time. I'll play the game. You play the damn movie.
Gleaming the Cube. All right. First off, Christian Slater.
Okay.
In his prime.
Gotcha.
Don't get me wrong. I love modern Christian Slater. He's done some great things, but this is back shortly after the legend of Billie Jean fame.
Right.
But so the idea is his brother. I'm not looking on IMDb. I'm doing this from memory, but his brother gets killed, and turns out there's this big, hidden, bad guy story behind it.
Oh, no.
And for me, one of the funniest scenes going back and watching it is one of the characters who drives a Pizza Hut truck. He's a delivery guy. He's also a skateboarder. Happens to be Tony Hawk, who at the time was Lord God King of all skateboarding. Like,
of course,
this was like just as Tony Hawk, Pro Skater came out. Like this was like, if you talked about skating, you were talking about Tony Hawk.
Well, even if it was like, are you sure? What year is this? Yeah, confirm what year, because I'm. It could be that it was like during Tony Hawk, just like because Pro Skater came out during the almost not the tail end of his career, but when he was
1989.
Okay, so yeah, definitely Tony Hawk Pro Skater wasn't out by then.
Yeah.
Like Tony Hawk Pro Skater didn't come out till like 90 something, but still, that was when when skateboarding was in its like, yeah, it's cool to skateboard, and we had movies like Rad and shit like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, you're saying with Gleam the Cube.
Yeah, but it's one of those movies where it's a guilty pleasure movie. It's don't get me wrong, by no stretch of the imagination is it a great movie, but it's an entertaining movie. And even they give it 6 out of 10 stars on IMDb, which is good.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, for that kind of movie.
Yeah, but it had some decent stars in it and everything. Yeah, for some reason, Max Perlick's in it, Tony Hawk, Christian Jacobs.
Fuck, wow.
Yeah, so they actually had some names in the industry.
For me, oh wow, that's kind of global.
Wait! Are you trying to skateboard on dirt?
Maybe
no. There's wood.
There's a wood plank, and
I'm not just talking about in the
God
game.
Damn it,
Roberto! Jesus, put on some pants.
Okay, I was trying to grind on cars, but that's what you do.
Did you not hear what I just said? Put on some pants. Stop trying to grind on cars.
So for me, the skateboard movie that I really remember, was it Lords of Z-Town or what was it? Or Dogs of something or another?
Yeah, that was Lords of Dogtown. It had Heath Ledger in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh no! Please, I wish I could go further.
And the other one was Dogtown and Z-Boys, which had Sean Penn in it.
Oh god, which it must have been. I don't even remember which one it was. There's two of them. I couldn't even tell you because I don't remember if Heath Ledger was the guy I saw with it or if it was Sean Penn.
Okay, the difference being is that, if I remember correctly, Lords of Dogtown, that was 2005. That's the one that actually had Skip Engblom the main character of the movie, actually wanted Heath Ledger to play him.
Okay, then
So that's one of those bit more. They got involved and said, "Okay, here's what actually happened. Here's what you know."
I can't remember. It's been such a while since I've thought about that movie in any capacity.
You're not alone. Was that harsh? Was that mean?
Was it a bit mean? All right. Well, we are done right now with our little OlliOlli here footage. Zach,
How do we go from OlliOlli to ice cream to you grinding on cars to skateboard movies? That's a great way to talk about a video game.
Hey, look, if it prevents a cut, I'm cool with that. Zach, where can people find you online, sir?
You can find me online on Twitter, the Twitterverse, with the name @lonely.geek. That's all spelled out. Oh, you know, it's easy. LONELYDOTGEEK.
You can find me. I'm at Vincent404 on the Twitters. If you kind of want to comment on this, depending where you're at, hit the comment on YouTube or go to our website, CosmicRadio.TV/RetroFunTime, or hit up this podcast at RetroFunTime there on the Twitters.
Faceplant.
God damn it. Faceplant, the new thing. And of course, let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what games you want us to play. If there's a specific indie game you'd like us to look at, or a specific retro game you'd like us to look at, or just a game in general, let us know. We are definitely up for looking at any of the games that are out there and playing them. As bad as we are. Oh my God, look at him.
Yes.
Holy crap.
It's showing damage.
Yeah. We didn't even notice that till now. Now I kind of want to see what this guy can do.
Okay, now if you play this game at home and you have some amazing damage or anything, if you can take a screenshot and let it, send it to Vincent404 or @lonely.geek on Twitter.
Yeah, we'll include
with the hashtag faceplant.
Yeah, if you show some interesting fails in this game, like really bad damage you're capturing and you have some stuff, send it our way. We'll definitely showcase a couple of them with future episodes. Who knows? Maybe we'll work in a fail with each one of the games we do. Who knows? But regardless of it, you have enough fails with us.
Oh.
See, I want to see if I can get into that. But yeah, that's it for now. So till next time, take care.
Bye-bye, kids.
Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome. Is that how you?
That'll work.
Is that how
you confused me with? I was going with it. I was like, okay, I can make a British joke. Now we're in America. Okay, invasions, good. Now the Mexican are somehow bringing the British and the Americans together. So my mind is full now of all my attempted humor, and then I just broke.
Well, this is the podcast
to my show.
Yeah. This is the podcast NAFTA. This is getting everybody together.
Yep. We go across all the lines.
You're the Mexican Bill Clinton, right? So